ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a new episode of Restaurant Remix. Today's episode, we're going to do something a little bit different. What we're going to do, since the big game is on this weekend, we're going to remix a traditional party recipe. Everybody's going to be gathering around for the big football game. Everybody likes to bring all sorts of appetizers, finger foods, side dishes. So what we're going to do is we're going to take one of my favorite party foods and dips, the traditional tomato bruschetta, and we're gonna remix it up a little bit because what kind of show would it be if we're not remixing it up a little bit? So for this recipe, we are going to need some Roma tomatoes. I've got 6, so you want to get 6 Roma tomatoes. Olive oil, balsamic vinegar, some garlic, fresh basil. Now let me tell you, had to go to 4 stores today to get some fresh basil. I don't know if we're in short supply or if somebody beat me to all of it at a couple stores, but we got it. Baguette slices. You can buy a fresh baguette, slice it yourself. For something like this, I would find the pre-sliced because it's already a little pre-hardened. When you're going to toast ours, that's just how it goes. It's tradition. But this helps that, being a little stale helps it along a little bit. And for the remix part, not normally in bruschetta, but we're going to add it in ours, red onion. All right. So the first thing we're going to do is we, of course, wash all your tomatoes, and we're going to dice them up. So let's go ahead and dice your 6 Roma tomatoes. Okay, so the Roma tomatoes I had were a little bigger than normal, so I only needed 5. Basically, what you're looking for is a total of 3 cups. Go down here. You can see it's about the size you want. Nice little dice. Add those to a bowl. Same thing with your onion, maybe a little smaller than your tomatoes. You want a 1/4 cup of those. Give those a nice stir. You can see this, the ratio we're looking for. Perfect. Next, we're going to add a 1/4 cup of olive oil. Perfect. For the balsamic vinegar, we're going to go 1.5 teaspoons. Again, give that a nice stir. Tablespoon. And we're going to give 2 grinds of the salt, 2 grinds of the pepper. The last thing we're going to put in here for now is some fresh basil. The amount you want to do, I'm going to do some julienne basil. I want to go with 6 medium to large sized leaves. You want to lay all the leaves on top of each other like this. Place it down. Roll those up all nice and tight together. Take your knife, shift them out of here. And then just going to sprinkle them on. Mix. There's what we're looking at in here. Now we're going to go ahead, we're going to throw this in the fridge for an hour, let all the flavors meld. Then we're going to prepare our toasts. So hang out for an hour. We'll speed things up here for you. Okay, so we're almost ready for our bruschetta to be done marinating. So we're going to prepare the toasts. So you can see I got them lined up on a baking sheet here. A little bit of olive oil and basting brush. We're just going to brush all of these. After you do one side, go ahead and flip it. Flip it, flip it. Got the oven set at 400 degrees. We're going to put these in there to toast. Check it after about 4 or 5 minutes. You want to check it. If it looks toasty, go ahead and flip them over. Toast the other side for another couple minutes. I'm going to go ahead and do that. You relax for a minute, and we'll be back. Okay, they're out of the oven. You can see got a nice little toast. That's what you're looking for. Both sides. So I'm going to let these cool off for a minute or two, and we'll go to the taste test. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I got my tasting plate here. You can see, fantastic. You see the lovely, beautiful presentation, the whites, the reds, the greens. Looks beautiful. Another thing you can always do to amp up the taste, throw a little balsamic glaze on top. Homemade is pretty simple. Take some balsamic vinegar, throw it in a pot, boil it down to half. Let it sit for a few minutes. That'll be a nice syrupy consistency. Throw it in a squeeze bottle, squeeze it right over the top. Boom, perfect. Let's go ahead and try these as is though. Delicious. The balsamic vinegar helps bring out the flavor of the tomatoes. Basil, fantastic. The onions giving it a little bit of crunch with the actual bruschetta, besides the bread. Bread is toasted perfectly, nice crunch to it. I'm gonna go enjoy these. Make sure you refrigerate any leftovers, if there's any. And I'll be baking this again for the big game on Sunday. Enjoy, everybody.